So as a lot of you guys have been noticing, I've been traveling quite a lot recently, what with moving and everything. And because I've been moving, I like to keep my makeup routine very simple, and today I thought I would do a simple routine like that for vacation and traveling, stuff like that. So enjoy this fun little tutorial. My first step obviously is foundation. I'm using NYC's Smooth Skin Liquid Makeup, and I like this because it goes on like in a mousse consistency, so it's nice and light in case you don't want too much coverage, because let's face it, you don't want to be having to slather a ton of product on your face while you're supposed to be having fun on vacation or on a lazy day. And you could use a BB cream as well if you wanted to, but I accidentally packed mine up in a box. Go figure. And I'm using a brush to apply mine, but you can also use your fingies or a sponge or whatever tickles your fancy, because as I said, you're on vacation. You shouldn't have to use a ton of stuff just to get yourself looking good. And next up is under eye eraser. If you're like me, I don't sleep too well in hotel rooms, so it's always nice to have a little bit of stuff to kind of cover up those dark circles. I also use it on my blemishes sometimes, but I didn't today. But I just apply that under my eyes, and instead of using the little sponge it came with, I use my fingers. I just feel like it's more sanitary, but again, whatever your pleasure is, that's what you should take. Just apply it under your eyeballs and don't rub too hard. Remember, we don't want to make things look worse. I've done that, believe me. And I decided to skip the blush today and go for a tinted, not moisturizer, but a little illuminator, kind of a highlight from NYX. I absolutely love this stuff. And instead of blush, it just gives you a nice healthy glow, but depending on your complexion, your skin tone, you might want to go for a blush instead. It just kind of depends on, you know, what you like, how you know you look, but I really like the whole lit from within look, so I put it over my foundation, but you can also put it under your foundation if that works better for you, if you have paler skin or you have a thinner consistency-ish of foundation. And I'm using the darker shade of the NYX Illuminator. They also have a lighter shade, but you take your pick. Then there's Ulta's Fabulous Face Pressed Powder, which I practically live by. This sets my makeup so nicely, it keeps it from sliding around on my face, because we all have those problems, let's face it. And I just apply it on my face with a giant brush of doom from BH Cosmetics, and that kind of stays the same of my routine no matter where I go. I always bring that bad boy with me, and I'm hitting pan on it, so I'll have to find an Ulta around here somewhere. And you guys can enjoy my lovely Owl City soundtrack while you watch me. And you might also have to blend your foundation out like I just did, but yeah. Ta-da! And then I know I just set my foundation, but I also love using NYX's Matte Finish Makeup Spray. This is really kind of squirty on your face, so I have to close my eyes and scrunch up. And then, of course, eyeshadow primer potion. That stuff I practically swear by. And I just put this all over my eyeballs. I am applying eye makeup, though it's not, you know, it's for sure thing. It depends on how exhausted you're feeling in the morning, but I was going to a church, so I decided to go with some eye makeup just to look nice, leave a good impression, you know, all that good stuff. And also, you can see how large my forehead is. Wasn't kidding, guys. And then I also like to use a cream color base since I had a little extra time. Again, play with this however you want, but I'm using Revlon's Cream Color Eyeshadow Quad in Not Just Nudes. Best Christmas present ever. And I'm just using a color that pretty closely matches my skin tone to just kind of make a base, because I just think that's best and it really makes your eyeshadow pop. And then, of course, my Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips eyeshadow. That's a mouthful. You guys know I take this with me everywhere. That was the only thing of eyeshadow that I brought with me besides the quad, and honestly, that's really all you need. Just get something like that or a BH Cosmetics palette or something. And I just put that on a flat shader brush and pat it on my eyes how I normally do. I believe I have a neutral tutorial up. I will put the link to that down below. And also I'm just using my little hand mirror from the quad as my mirror. And honestly, only brushes I packed were a big fluffy brush, a flat brush that I'm using for my eyeshadow, and my foundation brush. So it's really good and simple and it's awesome. But if you really want more simplicity, you could always get foundation sponges, because you can just toss those out. Same thing with like sponge tip eyeshadow applicators, but I decided to go with my regular old brushes, just save some money, but it's really your call. To finish this simple look off, I'm going with BH Cosmetics Liquid Eyeliner in black, and I'm applying this on my eyeballs. If you're doing, on my eyeballs, my eyelids, if you're doing this in the car, I do not recommend it. I tried doing eyeliner in the car once and I almost poked my eye out. And I also got some eyeliner everywhere, in my eyebrow even, and that was not desirable at all. And then finally, I'm just putting on some Essence All Eyes on Me mascara again in black. I skipped curling my eyelashes because honestly, this stuff makes you look like you don't even need it. Makes your lashes look really nice and luxurious, and that is pretty darn awesome. So I hope this tutorial was very beneficial for you next time you go on vacation over spring break or on a road trip, or if you're just having a lazy day out, and I will talk to you guys later. Adios, y'all!
If you